classic metal wrap-up show. Feel the rush, let the loudness grow. It's the classic metal wrap-up show.
The Classic Metal Wrap-Up Show, the only show approved by CMS hosts Wendell Neely and Chris Sagan.
All right, well, you got my blessing. Have at it with the show. I may tune in, I may check it out, and I may be a guest if I'm so inclined to be invited.
You are always invited to come on the wrap-up and discuss with any of the topics we're having.
You want to call that out? Why shouldn't you call that out? Lord knows there's a whole show dedicated to hating on me and Neely, and that's fine. I'm all for it. Hate away, and good for you guys to have your own place to do this.
The Classic Metal Wrap-Up Show, wrapping up everything in the world of the CMS and all things in the rock and metal universe.
Neely takes a bow and the crowd erupts in love. Raise your horns high and let your spirit flow. It's the classic metal wrap-up show. Feel the rush, let the loudness grow. It's the classic metal wrap-up show.
And that was Dockin', exclusively here on your Classic Metal Wrap-Up Show. I am your host, Evil Neely, Wendell's younger brother that he fails to acknowledge. And here is my co-host, Angry Andrew. How are you doing, Andrew?
Doing good, sir.
And that is I'm going to say something that's going to ruffle Neely's and Don's feathers a little bit, Andrew. You know what I'm going to say right now?
What's that?
That I listened to Dockin for George Lynch's guitar solos, not for Don singing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he wasn't a good singer and he didn't write great lyrics. They absolutely complement and complete all of the songs. But as a listener, I find myself always waiting for George to come in with the solo or the leads that I'm waiting to hear, and that's why I'm here. I don't think Don ever understands. I don't think Neely understands that. That even with John Levin on stage playing the stuff almost note for note, it still doesn't feel to me like it feels when I see George do it.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. Maybe I'm a George fan, and that's what my brother would say. You're in George's camp, aren't you?
You're a George fan.
You're not in the Wendell Don camp. You're in the evil George camp. So, all right. So, a lot of news and notes since the last time we saw y'all. There's been all kinds of things transpiring. There's some obvious ones. I'll get to a rant later about some of the Deep Purple stuff. But I have found some things going on here that we're going to go over real quick, and we'll bring this up over here and get Andrew's take. Some of these he's heard about and seen, some of them he hasn't. So we'll just kind of comb through them, and I'll try to piece them together the best I can. Let me see what this first one is. Okay, this first one definitely rubbed Bob Leather wrong, I know. Did you see this one from Ron Keel about how he's so heavy metal, he has to ice his diaphragm from singing so hard?
What?
Your face. Yes. Okay. So we're in bed, ice pack on the diaphragm. 4 hours of screaming metal today. Hurts like hell. Tough to breathe because the diaphragm is so tight. Hard to swallow because my throat feels like I've gargled with thumbtacks. I sing the heavy shit 3 days a week, prepping for the Keel Kiss gig in Vegas November 14th. On the other days, I sing country music. This is what I need to do at this age to compete at this level. My older heroes like Sammy Hagar or Rob Halford set the bar pretty high. I'm determined to maintain those standards and deliver the metal voice our fans expect to hear. So, your face just says everything that... Yeah, Bob Leather had nothing nice to say.
This is why the older everybody gets, I hate this shit. This is why this is embarrassing.
And the difference is now we've given all of these old guys the phone to take these dumb pics and show us these stupid posts and say these things. And don't get me wrong, I could put a post out there just saying, "Man, I'm real sore today, and fuck, I was really putting it in, but trying to get ready for this." I could handle that. But the picture, and all the gargle with the thumbtacks.
Well, it's metal. Rock and rollers everywhere. It's so metal, man. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so that's that, and his facial hair. Bob Leather just can't take the facial hair. So we'll get to this one in just a second. So because I want to show you guys this Bullet Boy stuff. So they posted this the new Bullet Boys photo,
Yeah.
And then I was looking at the photo and I realized I was like, hold on, does that guy even know? Looks like Sweepy's brother.
It sure does.
Like Sleepy's brother Moppy or something, or
Yeah, Moppy Mopperson. It's his half brother. They have the same.
So mom. I don't know if does that guy know he made the band photo? Is he aware? And I think there's a guy over here too. If you look, actually eating something like ice cream. I don't think anyone even knew they were going to do this. Anyway, so that was I just made me laugh. So then I was combing through their stuff and they had their merch. So you got the merch for sale up here, which actually, you can get the signed posters from the whiskey, or you can get a signed. So that's kind of cool, If you actually were a Bullet Boys fan, you want to take home something,
Yeah,
I don't know what they're charging for these. That's right. I did say what they're charging for these items. Hold on, there you go. And my only thing on this was, it's not that they're unreasonably priced. I think that Mark and the boys are,
yeah,
but just round up, boys. If you're going to sell a T-shirt, just do it for 40. I'm going to give you 220s. Keep the $5, Mark. You guys are on the road. 37. That's a weird number. Just mark it to 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, just round up or down. I would just move these up and down a little bit here and make it easy. This is more realistic. 25, 20, 35. Okay.
Yeah,
35.
but I do think all right, this is going to sound so weird. I think I know what their logic in their head is.
The Mark logic, because this has to be Mark doing this, right?
If they can keep that first number a 3 instead of a 4, it's going to trigger something in somebody's brain to where they're like, that's not as bad. And they'll buy it. They'll spend essentially the same amount of fucking money anyway.
I feel you. I would just if I was his,
like that's $39. Yeah. That's odd.
I would just do rando things like say, okay, do you want a T-shirt? T-shirts are usually $35, but for 40 you can get the 8x10 and the sticker with your T-shirt, or they make it worth their while to just keep the two, which they're going to try to do anyways. But the point is,
but I'm listening.
Yeah, do your thing. So just interesting that they 39 and 37. We might as well get to 25.50 and 26.50, like some random numbers, just round up and down. I'm the kind of guy that wants to walk up and go, is it 20, 25, 30, 35, 40? Okay, good. And then you got to make less, Mark, you don't have to have any ones, make less change, pal. And then they had the seating for their show. Then I looked at the thing. This is actually from the almost the exact same time they were posting this stuff. So look at this. There's a lot of blue.
Weird. That's a weird setup.
Yeah, it is a weird setup, and it's a lot of open. I mean, the Bullet Boys people were getting right up in where it's close, but all this, man, is just tables and tables and tables of wide open places where people are not. But it's the blue fever, right? Isn't that what they were called? Blue ticket fever, whatever the fuck they're calling this shit. So anyways, we have to go over this real quick, just because if you guys don't pay attention to Jim and them, you're missing out on good stuff. Corey Feldman recently did a concert, and Jim and them sabotaged the whole thing by showing up and actually got Feldman unknowingly to, well, maybe he realized at the end. I'll show you that photo too. But he literally, right here, this is actually Jim with his camera, and he's giving him the high five. And the best part was Jim. And I just laugh at this every time. Take my hand. Take my hand, Corey.
And he went,
yeah.
Just like God bringing Adam to life.
Oh, Wendell, I hope one day you'll do the same for me. So, and then he got busted and realized,
fuck. But you
That
already
was
know what
two of
that
them.
reminds me of.
That was the wolf. That was the wolf pack. Oh, I
That
love
was
that photo.
looking over there, and those guys look.
Yeah, I've been had. Great, great, great. So go check out Jim and them if you want like anything Feldman, and it's funny-ish. It's funny stuff. And then on that note, our boy got with our other boy. We got boys and boys hanging out, being cool. I mean, I guess they were they at a con together? That's my guess.
I don't probably.
Because the way the curtain looks in the back, it looks like one of these convention things. They're doing
Like
signings
the
and
80s
stuff. Yeah,
con.
yeah,
That's the whole
totally,
fucking
totally.
thing now that I hate.
Yeah. So yeah, he explains it right here. 12-minute Fan Expo Boston. There you go.
Yeah, so
Yeah, definitely a con.
and it looks like
Oh, I'll go
Lord of the
back.
Rings. Okay, so yeah, so at least 2 of the Goonies were there.
Yeah, there's the Austin guy. Yeah. Yeah. And then so this guy is out doing his new promo photos. Looking cool. Look at that. Look at him. If this guy is just strolling down the street, you go, what's up, dog? He is that dog tags. It has army dog tags around his neck. Let everyone know he was in the service. Anyways, so he's doing his promo photos and getting himself.
One tag says dishonorably. The other tag
Just uh I mark this down, ladies and gentlemen. Evil predicts that we have a heavy hitter here coming for Eddie Trunk's gig again. I'm saying it right here. He's coming to Sirius satellite radio at some point. The Guru on whatever talk channel on Sirius. And
I would fucking hate that if he does, because that means that he would be getting. That would bother me too.
yeah,
And I'm not saying anything
I'm
in Ed's. I'm just saying I
I'm
don't.
telling you that's why he's up there
I'm not saying you're wrong.
lathering.
I hate it.
And here he is saying, taking professional photos in Nebraska with Tammy Steiskol. She's the best.
Okay.
Your boy Rochelle's going on tour here. Or tour dates in Brazil, October. Lorraine Norris, Tony West, Blacklist Union. Tuff will hit Ohio in December. You think Aiken will go? Because Billy Morris?
Probably. And there'll be barbecue involved.
So when Guru starts launching his promo photos, guess who within days had to get his own new promo photos done?
Same kind of leather jacket too, yeah.
Yeah, is it promo photo season? Or wait, hold on, we'll go back to this one. Promo photo season. Yeah, look at that. I mean, he might as well put some Trunk Nation dog tags around his neck. Go strolling down the street. I'm just saying it was weird that they both did that like within days of each other. Hold on. I'm trying to zoom in for this one here. Yeah, I love this. I love it when other people give them their own same shit.
Yeah. Thank you, Steve Jackson. This was fucking brilliant. So
yes, we love you. Thank you. Other people having the same thought process that we are. We're not alone.
That we do.
No. So this is in response to people hammering Eddie Trunk that he cannot. They just are relentless with because of his nonsense, and he was going on about his birthday, and they literally, and some of these were being in comments of his own posts, which obviously you can see.
That's the Scorpions thing.
Yeah, that never made the cut. Yeah. Or it might make the cut if we ever see it. I don't know. And then here's your boy again, just because I was watching this, and then me and Andrew were talking. I was like, "What the fuck is he?"
Yeah.
What?
That. It
What?
looks like
is this some fucking dungeon shit? Is this BD? Is this just some like old fucking England armor? And you're in what? Is it a mask back there? It looks like on the head of that. What is this fucking hat? The fuck is this hat? Did he steal this from a chick?
I think he
and then look at the leopard print furniture.
I know. You got to understand something. I believe he puts that on. And there's strobe lights down there. He puts that on. He has like a horse rein that goes in his mouth, and then Guru comes up behind him, and this here's some shit like. And that pretty much
100%.
sums all that up.
There's some weird. He's a weird motherfucker, dude.
He sure is.
Will Smith. Well, again, these guys are relentless to Sick Boy. Asked a woman who's dying. So apparently, this lady who called into the show who said she was dying of pancreatic cancer, but she's friends with Candace Knight and had kind of the lowdown on what was going on with Blackmore and Candace going to the gig. And this guy actually on the air kind of, well, if you can throw it out there, he wants to come on and talk to me. Sick Boy has no.
Sick Boy is sick.
Yeah, he's got no boundaries. So we're gonna get to this in just a second because I want to go over this at the end. Yeah, the average. This is just a great post by the same guy, Will Smith. The average age caller. And B Dub, I don't know. God, I don't know. I don't even. Did you get? I can't. The words won't even come out. Yeah. The wigs, bro. Like, what's going on, bro? Like, I mean. Just I don't know, man. Come up with something else. It's so obvious to everyone. I was showing this to you just because I thought this is crazy. Hugh Hefner, who's no saint, told the FBI multiple times that this guy over here is fucking stealing chicks and got kids, and not just once. Like he reported this several times. So hello, and that's a guy with at that time probably still had millions of dollars, and you're not listening to a dude. He might okay. Mm-hmm. You threw this one at me, I believe, but we got to. Oh, hold on, we got to make sure we cover this because he's not retired.
He's not retired. There will be more. Supposedly.
Neither is his brother or cousin or whoever the other guy was that we showed. Yeah.
Bobby Valley.
Yeah. And then Will Smith giving some more to Trunk on there. When you look like this, isn't it time to go away? Eddie craves attention. MTV used to release the VJs when they started to become haggard looking. It's not just that he looks like a homeless alcoholic, but his voice now sounds like broken glass. It's painful to listen to. Whoever Will Smith is just fucking yeah. Now I had to post this one because he has returned and he has a new name because the Book of Face continually bans our dear friend Roberto Leatherman. And Roberto Leatherman returned in his glory and immediately right to the Truck Nation page and said, Sick Boy just discovered this kid. How about those choppers on Joel's balls? It is equal opportunity. He like Living Color and Tony the Shrapnel guy, Tony McAlpine.
Yeah. Damn.
Roberto, you've never failed to entertain me in my texts and in your own posts when you're allowed to get past your month-long bans and you return in all your glory with fake accounts. All right. Here he goes again. Will Smith coming for Ed. Guys, exciting news. I'm putting together a 10-year anniversary show for Truck Nation. I'm going to invite a bunch of washed-up hair metal musicians to come kiss my ass and congratulate me for helping keep rock alive. Oh, and it's true. He was talking about how he may put together a 10-year anniversary show for Trunk Nation.
You know who Eddie looks like in this picture right here?
No,
you remember Creep Show, the movie Creep Show?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Remember the old man that dies in the apartment full of roaches at the end?
He does look like that fucking head.
That
hair. And this is what he's putting on his cameo. Look at it. Down the bottom is a cameo. So someone's paying him, and he's in the hotel room doing it like that. Hey, it's Eddie Trunk for Bob. Wanted to call and let you know. Barbara wishes you a happy birthday for me, Eddie T, out here on the road with whatever fucking UFO lights out Andy Parker. What the hell, dude? Who would want that on your cameo? God damn, that's a waste of money.
Mm-hmm.
Roberto Leatherman continues on. Hey, Joel. I know it's a dry because this is him posted on the Trunk Nation. Hey Joel, I know it's a dry heat in Vegas, but Sonny Kerr said my taint and ball area was gross. Can you run to Walmart and grab me some cream? I also need tile grout cleaner. Cuck Coker made a mess, and Jim and Dawn are coming over, and Dawn is really lean and clean now. Also, grab me some Spic chips. My Ozempic shots were delayed, and I'm getting hungry again. If Jews see anyone famous in Walmart, tell them I said hi. They should come on the show. Woo! Bob Leather, Unhinged, is back
All
on
right.
Facebook. Man, he's going
For
no
now.
holes. But yeah, for now, for as long as he can get the shots off, he's shooting. Woo! And by the way, I did get a text around the time he returned to Facebook. I got a text after about a week or two with no text, and I got a text. And he looked in someone's travel bag, and he was the former singer of Iron Maiden. So we will get to that probably next week. There's a whole list of what he found in this guy's bag from England. I'm telling you, there's some interesting stuff.
Oh boy.
You shared this with me. Sweet Tiff has got some great shots out there in her social media, and you know, Evil. I have a thing for Sweet Tiff, even with her pear-shaped body and her. In this photo, I noticed her psychopathic eyes. This is some of the photos. I'm starting to wonder. I think she's like bipolar or got depression or something going on. I don't know.
You don't know, but
There's
you
something,
know, I mean,
something in those eyes tells Evil that there's some secrets to be
something.
had. So then I realized when you sent this stuff, I realized she has VIP pizza parties
Look at that.
at the Whiskey. You get to meet and
Might have to
greet,
drive down
access to sound check, show poster, pre-show meet, mingle with Tiffany, pizza, Tiffany's new cookbook, Pop Life. I'm just saying next time, this is from back in June, but next time she showed up at the Whiskey, if she's having a VIP pizza party meet and greet, Old Evil might be in line to see about those psycho eyes.
There you go.
Now, I posted this one recently because I just felt that this is what Aiken's been saying kind of in his own veiled ways every couple of weeks on the show. And this thing got me so much hate, Andrew. You have no idea. One guy immediately posted on our CMS Facebook page, "Fuck off," to me posting this, which I said, "Do you hate Aiken's idea?" And he said 6 hours is just fine. And I don't even know who this guy is.
Aiken's the one that's saying it.
Yeah. And then I got some other messages that said the same thing. Fuck you for trying to say they shouldn't do the show, man.
Who is saying man?
The guy on Facebook is, look at his name. I've never seen him or heard of him. Don or Dan or something. I don't know. You'll see. I never heard of this character. So.
Oh, wait. Hold
is
on.
it a Neely Burner
is it
account?
On the Wrap Up Show?
Yeah, it should be on the
The
Wrap Up Show. Yeah, where it was posted there. You'll see "fuck off" and something on there.
Well, somebody did. Oh, wait, hold on.
So don't know who he is, but
Interesting. Here we go. Dan Ziegler. This fucking guy. I don't know.
Yeah, never heard of him. Yeah, don't know who he is. I've never seen him in the chat room. Never nothing. Maybe I'll ask Jason.
That could be. Maybe that is a Neely burner.
Maybe I'll ask
Dave.
One of our multiple
From
Jason friends if he's ever seen that name before.
Woodburn, Oregon is where he's located.
Well, he's not far from Evil. Maybe that's Ruben. Ruben undercover.
Oh, could be because it says Portland too. So could be. Maybe it is Ruben.
But Guru is continuing his ascent to take over Eddie Trunk's throne by being at the rehearsals for Tough. See, Tough. He's got his arm around him, like, yeah, man, I'm here for the sesh. So he's been hanging with the big dogs. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, let's just, before we get, that's the end of the nose there, but we have to go back to this one I said I was going to cover with you guys. So Dawn has posted show dates. And you all know from anyone that listened to last night's show, I did, that my brother, my brother Wendell will be flying down to Florida, for Mount Dora Historic District and the St. Petersburg at Ferg's Sports Bar and Grill in Florida. He's going to be road managing docking this coming weekend. So apparently there will be a pre-recorded CMS show, but no live show for the CMSers this coming weekend. Maybe another opportunity that someone else, we might post some shit or do something. We'll talk about it. But the point I'm trying to make with this is Dawn announces these shows dates through the end of the year. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 or 14 shows, right? Golden Nugget going all over the place here, doing stuff, right? No knock on that. He's good. Okay. But then I looked up this popped on my social media. Let me go to it here for us real quick. I think I can close that one too. And this lady had recently saw Dawkins, and she met Dawn at the show. Now, I'm going to play this for you guys. I had to do a little editing because she doesn't know how to run a camera. She was turning it the wrong way. All I edited was the angle. I rotated it because it was the wrong way on the screen. But watch what she this is what's now. The audio is a cell phone. She's like in the front row, so it's pretty shitty. You can also see how shitty McCarville's bass tone is in these clips. But just look at what Dawn's going through on stage, guys. So what are you noticing first, Andrew?
Well, he's sitting.
What did Dawn and Wendell do to fucking Jack?
Made jokes and comments about, no, nobody needs to be sitting down. We're not Jack Russell, who he loved so much, but
So you guys can hammer on Jack for fucking having his own physical disabilities prior to his passing, trying to do shows, but Dawn can get a pass
actually
for
at least
doing.
sounded good.
Dawn can get a pass, and it's not, and because Wendell's going to say that this was, well, maybe he's just taking a break on a song no, it's the whole show. I'm going to show you multiple songs. He's doing the same set. He had to sit the whole show, and I'll explain more to you in a minute. We'll listen to a little more of this.
Barely even sounds like a song, and yes, the band is part of the problem.
And I know this sounds really bad. It's really because it's cell phone audio shit from literally
I understand
the
that, but it just still doesn't sound like the song.
No, and you're paying to go watch him do exactly what he's talking trash about other people doing. And it's not like he had to get through one or two more shows and then he said, let's wrap this up because I'm screwed up. He's out there booking and throwing up more shows left and right. And so Wendell's going to say it's only one song. No, it's not. It's the whole show. This one, you really get an idea of how bad McCarville's bass tone is. It's horrible because she's right in front of the bass speakers and you really hear it. And it's like, ooh. I don't know what that is. I rolled to some other thing.
Something more entertaining.
It's not my thing. It's probably something that popped up on the YouTube, on the Instagram feed. The point of it is like, so like Dawn, why would you announce more show dates when you can't stand up for
anything right?
And So I was scrolling through the comments and someone had pointed that out, and she said that she met Don at the meet and greet, and he told her that he broke his hip and he is incapable of standing. Now, I don't know whether that's Don being Don. He's
And
exact.
that's the thing is you don't know. He's such a fucking liar. You don't know what's over exaggerated and what's true. You don't.
Yeah,
You just
but if that is really true, then why are you putting all these other show dates up? And why, so you're going to go do sit through all those shows too if you got a broken fucking hip, dude? If you're 74, 3, whatever you are, and you got a broken hip and you can't go home, bro, go
don't.
home.
Here's yeah. Well, think about that. Let's think about the hip. And I know we got to wrap this up, but
Yeah.
I'm not even saying this to be mean or to try to be funny or edgy. I'm not being serious. What makes him even think he's still going to be alive by that time? Because I mean, what? Who was it from? Was it Dusty Hill from ZZ Top? That started with a broken hip, and then the guy was fucking dead.
So I'm just saying, man, or if you're gonna do it, say I gotta sit. John, you got to go acoustic. McCarville, get out that crappy electric bass tone out of here and find an acoustic bass and go bongos, BJ, or whatever. I don't know. Just do something different, man. But
I know.
you're sitting through the
Yeah,
whole.
bunch of health problems on top of all that. So.
We watched the whiskey show, and he did sit a couple of times during the show, but was standing a good portion of it. This entire show, all videos, she posted multiple videos. He's sitting through the entire show, claims broken hip. I'm guessing, I'm wondering, is that why Wendell has to go tour manage in Florida? Because Don's
Yeah,
busted up and can't, yeah, because he can't get around. So, Don, okay, you got those dates. Can you just, that's it, right? Just wrap it up. Like we're gonna wrap this show up right now. Can you just, can you
real
do it?
quick,
Yeah.
do we have enough time to just mention your thoughts on Deep Purple real quick? I know you wanted to include that in here too.
Yeah, I have a whole thing that I'm going to go over on the Deep Purple thing, but I would say, well, my take is that I think it's cool that they buried the hatchet and there's not some beef for those old guys and their personal reasons and for them as people. The
Right.
performance was obviously not well practiced, and Richie's obviously not at 81 years old. He admitted in the interview that he did, or the post he did on Instagram with Candace, he wasn't going to be, he was not practiced up for this. So he's just kind of winging it and going up there. It was cool for that. I think a lot of people are talking trash. I do want to say, whether that's because they covered this last night in the CMS a little bit, there was a little bit of trash, not trash talk, but just kind of like, what the hell, from Aiken and some other people. Let's see you at 81 get on stage with guitar and stand there and play guitar.
Better than Don.
I would take Deep Purple with Richie Blackmore at 81. Go see that over Dawkins right now any day of the week. Probably 10 out of 10
might
times.
not even fucking make it to 81. So how about that, CMSers?
But I did find humor in some of it, which, like I said, we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to do a segment on that after this, where I have some photos from backstage I collected that are interesting to say the least. And I would have to say that there is some humor to be had in the Deep Purple situation because they're all old. I don't know what the hell they're doing. But for them to kind of maybe have that be the final thing with Richie is a lot better than what it was the last 33 years, which is a lot of hate and bullshit and nonsense. So, yeah. True. Good on them. And that's for their fans and for Ian to recognize he's doing that and for the fans and Richie himself. And so, yeah, for those reasons, it was cool. Was it good performance? Was Richie not rehearsed and ready? Yeah. But everybody seemed cool about it, and it was cool that they did it. So, yeah. I get to see a lot of other bands out there that are not ever going to get it back together and are going to end on shittier notes because someone's going to fall over and they can't do it. At least these guys, they already lost John Lord, right? So, I mean, before anyone else falls over, and since they all are literally, I think Pacey's the youngest and he's 78 or 76 or 77. I mean, they're all up there. So, yeah, cool. Cool on them to be old guys and actually show they can, not be dicks.
Yeah.
And again, Ian can still sing somewhat. I'll take him over Don for sure.
True.
So, not what he was back in the day, but who's Ian Gillan back in the day was like one of like top 3 or 4 singers in the fucking world, dude, at one point in time in this early 70s. So, yeah. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for joining me here again, Andrew. And we want to thank Bobby B for joining us. He's been in my ear about getting his piece out regarding what's going on for him. And we want to say, because Dawn, you should be doing this, wrapping your career up with Mick Brown and George and Jeff. If you're going to do anything, do a final show with them, and then let Mick get on stage in front of everyone.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and let Mick get on stage in front of everyone, and the whole crowd will just go,
Taters.
And that should be the final ending of Dokken. All right. Wrap-up show out.
Please remember the Classic Metal Wrap-Up Show has t-shirts now available for sale. Just find us on Facebook, the Classic Metal Wrap-Up Show.
Raise your horns high.